Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we'll be building a 2025 engine for the F300 Championship.
The Honda GX390 engine. It's a 400cc 4-stroke motor that produces 18.5 horsepower and 40.5 newton meters of torque, according to the F300 regulations. So here I've got some parts that I've refurbished. I think about last month I refurbished them. These are the original parts that were on this engine, but now I'm going to fit them back on after I polish those two. These parts are now done, and look at that reflection. I'm happy with how it came out. Now it's time to put that on the engine. So first off, we're going to start with the fan and the fan shield. So these are pretty simple to mount. All you have to do is line up this triangle with the holes on the flywheel, and then once you put the fan on, you have to line up these three holes that fit onto the flywheel. Then once you tighten the big nut that goes here, it'll hold it in place. You want to tighten that nut to 125 newton meters. I'll have to check that again, but we'll do that later on. So assembling the pull starter is fairly simple. First, you want to grease this. I don't know what it's called, but you want to put grease on that because it's a moving component. So I have some grease here. I'm just going to take a little bit and just rub it around. So this is lightly greased. The next step is to take the recoil with the string, and you want to mount this onto that pin. So how you do this is, you see where this coil is, you want to have that facing down. So you can flip this around, and the coil, you want to put that pin in there so it pushes this up and then through that hole. Also the string, you want to put that through this hole before you mount this in, otherwise it will be difficult. So you can just put this through the hole and then mount it. So next, you want to take this cover with the screw, and you want to put this on top of that coil that you just put in. So what this does is it pushes these out when you pull it. So that grips onto here. When these come out, they grip onto those black slots, and then that spins it. So you just want to put it in, and you want to push down because of the spring. So you have to put it in so the parts line up. Put the screw in, push down, and then you can use a star or a flat screwdriver. I'm using a flat, and just screw this in. Make sure it's tight, but not too tight that it doesn't turn. Starter is done. I just put the handle on with a knot, and now we have to put this onto here, but there's a slight problem. It's that this doesn't slot into that because this isn't the right one, but that's because I have two of them. The other one looks like this, so you can see it's bigger here, which that's what we need. So I'm going to take this out. This is for the other engine, and I'll put this on. So you have to torque the flywheel, this nut, you have to torque it with 115 newton meters. And to do this, you just want to take a screwdriver and jam it through one of the holes. So you have an old screwdriver that I'm just going to put straight through. You can see it comes out there. I'm going to turn the flywheel so this groove slots in by the magnet. And then you can push it in, and then flywheel's locked and you can tighten that. So here I've got a part where the fuel filter fits onto, and it fits on top of the engine. I just sprayed this black. It's usually a gray color. So I'm just gonna mount these few pieces that fit onto it for the filter stuff to fit on it, and then I'll mount it onto the cart. So this part fits on the top here. It mounts with a screw there, another one that goes through there, and on the other side here. So now I'm going to mount this on, and then after this we can put the big red cover, and then the carb, and then the starter, and then ready to go on the cart.